Hi there, this is Rachel Adner. I just want to record my initial post for Module 4. The thing that stuck out to me most about the reading was actually one of the additional readings in Blackboard titled Putting on the Mask, so the article from the Journal of College Student Development. I think that this was so it kind of talks about how typically males kind of talks about how males kind of feel the effects of society and what is considered masculine. And something that I thought about was a couple situations, but one really sticks out to me. Last semester, I had a young man pretty much break down, was in tears, and an interesting thing about how he was so concerned that he was crying, and he asked. So we were at the hospital, but he asked the nurse, does your husband cry? And she said something along the lines of like, yeah, everyone cries, or he's cried before, or something. And he asked, followed that up with, well, do you still love him? So I think I don't know why this just sticks in my head so much, but it was just such a moment for me to see that, like, wow, that's kind of males are. I mean, he's obviously grown up in an environment that it was not acceptable to act anyway but masculine. And so this article talks a lot about how males, a lot of these males conform to societal expectations, like let's always show authority, not really show emotion, they must be the breadwinner, they must kind of go right into the workforce, all of these things that are just expectations. So another part of that is in the article that I read, it talks about how none of these men were ever conscious of when they became this way or how that happened. They always just they just learned it. They learned it so early on that really it was never a second guess as far as why they acted that way or why they had those expectations. So I just really enjoyed reading that article and the study on kind of males that put on the mask to conform to these masculine terms that we've set in a society. And so that story about that guy always sticks out to me. And so also another thing that I liked is just reading about Cass's model of sexual orientation and sexual orientation identity formation. And so this was helpful just to kind of see, I think it's hard, not hard, but it can be difficult to fully understand what a student is going through or why a student may be acting a certain way. But I think that this is helpful in understanding why or what stage they might be in, or if a student is acting a certain way or hanging out with a certain group or trying to investigate. I think it's just interesting for me just to read like what the stages are, how students may act at this time, what their priorities are during these stages. And so this theory, along with a lot of the other theories in the Evans text, was just really helpful to kind of understand fully what the stages are and and what you may encounter when you go through them. So overall, really enjoyed the module and or the reading, and I look forward to hearing from you all.